Hello, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the channel. This is Tall Man Tarot. This time I'd like to ask the Ascended Masters, Angels, Archangels, Ancestors, Higher Self, the Most High, and my inner child to help me to deliver messages for the collective for their highest good. We thank you for everything that you do for us. We thank you for guiding us, for showing us. We thank you for the experiences, the blessings, the lessons, for everything. We love you. We love you. We love you. Let's see what we get. Let's see what comes out here. What kind of messages are available? Lust came out first. Ooh. Uh-oh. Health concern. Ooh. Ooh. All right. So we have lust, health concern, divine feminine in reverse. Well, we're going to put that false contract right there on top of that. Okay. Okay. Lust is in the upright. Health concern is in the reverse. Rest in peace, which is basically a transition card. It would be the equivalent to death, is in the upright. And divine feminine is in the reverse with a false contract, false document. Somebody lied about something here. That was a divine feminine, or supposedly a divine feminine. Talk about lust. What's up for lust? We're talking about an individual that is operating out of lust. They don't love themselves, and that's why they operate out of lust. They use lust because, and they pretend to be a mature individual. So this is someone that uses a mask to pretend. They are no longer allowed to place the evil eye. And they were doing it because they didn't want some kind of ending to happen. Yep. Because a commitment is now over. This commitment is now over. It came out in the reverse. So, and they can no longer be an Ice Queen or Ice King. So, the individual, like we said, it operates out of lust because they don't have self-love. So this is somebody with low self-esteem. They don't love themselves at all. They could have potentially been using the evil eye on someone that they were in a commitment with, right? And now that the commitment is over, I guess they can no longer use the evil eye towards someone. There we go. Jump on out. So there's no longer a health concern because it's been clear that this person can no longer be trusted, but they are going to try to present a love offer. But it's like they're whatever spell or something. They're trying to use a spell in some kind of way. So I got a feeling someone's trying to revive some kind of commitment that they had. This person seems pretty upset. Wow. They're no longer accepted in their community. Something happened to where this person is no longer accepted in their community anymore. Tell me about this transition. Wow. What is going on? It's a lot. It's a lot. All right. So, whenever I get this legal card here, it always it's like a representation of spirit to me. It's like like something has been decided or a case has been won for someone to have a transition. Now, I don't take this rest in peace as a like an actual death here. I take it as like the death card, a death to the old and a birth to something new. It's a transition. Somebody got approved for a transition, and it was the nice guy in this situation. So whoever was the other part of this relationship has been granted a new life, a transition. Either that was a childish person that got eliminated from this situation, or there is a child. There's a child under the age of 18, maybe 11, could be involved in this. So it looks like this person that's been granted the new life has a child with the person that was posing to be a mature individual. And it's like, I don't know, it seems like the overall energy of this, it's like, okay, everything is over. You've been granted a new life. This person is still reeling and trying to come with a love offer, but they're not trusted. They have been shunned by their own community, and it looks like everything is cool now. Like if both parties from this commitment were Ice King and an Ice Queen, like all of that is like has been brought to an end because I got the Ice King and the Ice Queen in reverse. It's like both of them are cool now. Like it's not cool like they're kicking it or hanging out or anything or talking, but it's like whatever the heat was from this situation, it's going away. It's melting. The ice is melting in this situation. When ice melts, you tend to get results. You tend to find things once the ice melts, right? Yeah, this was, yeah, okay, exactly what I was saying. There's a relationship, right? And there's some kind of achievement that's being awarded because someone wanted to bring destruction to a rising star. Someone wanted to bring destruction in the life of a rising star. Okay. Yep. They're no longer allowed to do any spells, like I said earlier. They're just someone's been put to a dead stop. Whatever that they were trying to do to try to reincarnate a love situation has been blocked and has been stopped 100%. And my voice is starting to change a little bit. So maybe somebody is starting to speak out about it because it didn't. My voice didn't go to a full like I can't talk and it's messing up my speech. It was just I felt it a little bit there. So it's like um, things are starting to be said about this situation. That's probably where this community part comes in here, where someone is no longer accepted in the community, in their community. What gets me is this person is no longer a health concern. So whatever could have been going on in this commitment could have brought about some kind of health concern. Had maybe this person stayed in this relationship with this individual that uses lust, you know, that sends off alarm bells immediately when you see somebody that uses lust because they don't love themselves, and then health concern. It's like, oh shit, what could have been going on here? But there's no longer a health concern, so maybe this person got out of it before it was a health concern. I don't know. All right, let's move over to this divine feminine in the reverse and false. So this like indicates that someone was telling lies, a lot of lies, a lot of fake information, a lot of fake agreements. Somebody just lied about everything. So what is this? Whoa, whoa, whoa. And everything flew out. Let's go. They do not have a gift. They lied because they didn't want somebody to know about. They didn't want to show that something was ending. And they were operating out of their south node. That's why this divine feminine or whatnot that's in the reverse, they were doing a lot of things here, operating out of their south node. And so they've lost something here in this situation. They've lost some type of gift or something. Oh, when I see the ancestors in reverse, that means and they're no longer held in high honor as well. In reverse, they're no longer held in high honor and they lost a gift. When I see ancestors in reverse, right, that tells me that their protection has been removed. Like our ancestors, they protect us, they warn us, they guide us. And when your ancestors, it's in reverse, that means you've done something that your ancestors did not approve of. And so when your ancestors no longer support you, you lose the gift. They're the ones that supply the gift as well. Of course, the Most High is the reason, for everything. The Most High is who gives us everything. But there are things that have passed down through your family that the Most High has given a gift to your family, your bloodline or whatnot, right? And someone has abused their gift, and so they lost the gift, and they lost the support of their ancestors, and they're no longer held in high honor. So when you're held in high honor, you're kind of looked at as someone who is, I don't know, an earth angel, chosen, whatever, if you want to talk like that. But you looked at someone who's trusted with the gift. You're trusted to use a gift, right? You're trusted to use the gift that a bloodline has been passed, has your bloodline has passed down to you. And apparently this person has lost it. They lost the support of their ancestors, they lost their high honor, and they lost their gift. That's terrible when you don't have any protection out here. And it's like they're not getting the message. And that's why they lost it all, is because they're not getting the message. And so the message could be the ancestors were trying to warn them, stop, don't do this, stop, don't do this, stop, don't do this. And they never heeded the warning. I already see several spells or whatever these people are trying to use. I saw voodoo. I see a love offer here. And then I see that they tried to use a love spell, right? So it's like someone is operating outside of normal things to try to get a result that's unnatural. And they could have been warned not to do that by their ancestors, but they were doing all of that to avoid an ending. And so that's how you lose your high honor. That's how you lose the support of your ancestors. That's how you lose your gift, is by continuously doing something that, the question is, do these people even believe in ancestors and things of that nature? Do they, that's the question, because when you see something like this, that means they weren't heeding the warning, which means either they ignored the warning or they just never knew what a warning was or what it looked like, what it felt like, or anything. Is this person completely blocked off from everything? And, it takes a little bit to get completely blocked off from getting the messages from the Most High, from your ancestors. You're blocked, and you gradually get that by operating in lower. Yeah, you're operating out of your lower. And it already showed that this person was operating out of their south node. They continue to operate out of their south node. So they choose bad every time. They choose to do bad things all the time. And it shows they don't have any self-love and they operate out of lust. So they're using like their body or sexual things to gain whatever, favor, control, or whatever. They're not using their connection to the Most High, their ancestors, on their natural gifts. they're using other things. They're choosing bad, and that's how you lose favor. So this person has lost favor, and they don't have any more protection right now. And that's pretty scary in the world that we live in, to not have any protection from the Most High, from from your ancestors. You don't have anyone to watch over you and to help you. I think I did a reading that had something to do with this, where it's like somebody's person was actually they were chosen. They were a divine. Oh, they were a divine counterpart, but all they did was choose bad. They chose bad all the time, and it was like this was their last time to have a chance to choose to go the right way and to operate in the light, and they chose wrong. And this looks like it might be a continuation of that. If you haven't seen that, I think it was called "This Was Their Last Chance" was the name of that reading, if you want to go check that out. But this seems to be a continuation. I'm connecting to the energy of that. So this is a person that continuously chose to do the wrong thing, and now they've lost their gift. They've lost the support of their ancestors. They lost their high honor, everything. They have fallen from grace. That's what we call this right here. And this is going to be a tough one for them to come back from, because now it's like, I don't know what you would have to do. I've never been in that situation, I guess, but I would imagine that you would have to continuously choose good from here on out in order to get back into God's good graces. But that's what this looks like right here. Damn, I got like a stutter in my voice, like I'm afraid. Shit, that's a scary place to be. It's a scary place to be. All right, so we got more. All right, so this person was a soulmate, but yeah, they can't use divination. This was somebody's twin flame or soulmate, and they were found out to be karmic, and now they've been gotten rid of. They're not allowed to use divination anymore. They're not a twin flame, but they were. Wow, this is what happens when good souls go bad. I guess they're not allowed. Yeah, it's over. The Ice Queen, whatever it was, they chose to be mean. They chose to be evil. They chose to be this way. What's up with the abundance? Oh, the voodoo that they were trying to use was for some type of abundance. So they was trying to take advantage of this other party, the nice guy in this situation, for some type of abundance. Yeah, this story connects. This is a very strong story here, because it's been running for a little bit. But yeah, it's pretty crazy how it's turning out. Have rich girl in reverse and house. So I guess they're not allowed to be a rich girl. Maybe that's what they had in their mind, is that they thought that they were going to be rich. What do we have for house? The star seed in this situation gets a new house. So I guess the other counterpart was a star seed. I feel like they both were. I feel like they both were gifted. I feel like they both had something going on here, but one chose to go the bad route. And now that the other person has made it out of this situation, they get to move forward with good things, with good karma. That's what it looks like to me. Well, I guess maybe I'll end the story there. That is the message. Kids, be good. Nah, but yeah, no. This seems to be a story where two divine counterparts got together, and one did not choose the light. One chose darkness. One chose to go the wrong route, and continuously chose to go the wrong route. And still, after everything is over, they're still continuously choosing to go the wrong route. So much so that their ancestors have turned their back on them, and they've lost their gifts. And so that's a horrible place to be, horrible place to be. But if you're the star seed in this situation, get ready, because good things are about to happen for you. Your trajectory is going up. You're going up. And these people are going where they apparently wanted to go, where they like to be. So, yeah, I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.